All right, hello. Um, all right, so yesterday we sort of left off on me sort of like trying to um, sort of take a fresh look at our OpenGL context creation and our window management and all that stuff. Basically our platform layer. I mean, we don't really have a platform layer, but um, that kind of stuff. And I realized that I kind of was trying to do like too many things at the same time. And I think that's like a classic mistake that I make. Um, so I kind of want to just go through it like one step at a time and see where we're at. And like, first thing I want to try to do is just to switch to XCB based input handling because let's just see how that works and if we, how we like it from there. And then we can kind of move on to some of our other goals. Um, So anyway, thanks, PCM, uh, PCM, PCMPIS 3. No idea what that is, but thanks for following. Hey Jim, how are you doing today? Good morning to you as well. I'm not sure it is morning for you, is it? Is it like the middle of the night or something for you? I'm not sure. Um, Also, I have left my phone in the other room with my wife, so I will be less distracted by things going on my phone. I still have to like get rid of things on my actual computer that is a source for distracting, the source of distractions, but I'm not sure exactly all I should do for that. Maybe I should do like a Casey style thing where we'll get like where he just basically has a question prompter or something. Um, but the the thing is, though, I'm kind of hesitant to do that. I still like the Twitch dashboard up because um, occasionally my stream just stops working, and I don't know necessarily why. It only has happened in a few cases, but it's kind of nice to like have the stream up to like see it when it's not working. So I don't know. Maybe I should just rely on people to tell me if it's not working. But like often it's just me streaming and no one's watching, so it's kind of pointless. I mean, I guess if nobody's watching, then there's no point. But I don't know. Me being distracted part of the stream is a big issue. So, I mean, I like talking to people and questions and stuff. So keep them coming. It's just I'll just try to like answer them in spurts. So, 5 p.m. is morning enough? Yes, it's morning somewhere, right? Okay. Okay. So let's get rid of this code that we have here, and let's just copy and paste some boilerplate XCB OpenGL stuff. I think I saw a few good examples of that stuff yesterday. So, um, let's look at that. So, do I have a Chromium? I don't think I have a Chromium. Okay, there we go. We got a Chromium. Um, and let's just do like XCB Open GL example, right? Um, okay. So let's use this as a starting point. And let's go from there. Okay, so grab this guy over here. And let's compile. Geo clear, right? Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and dynamically link right now just to save us some trouble. But eventually, I do want to try to get our runtime link dependencies down. But like I was saying before, let's just try to do like one step at a time. So I'm not sure we want this stuff anymore. Oh, right, 4-coder crash today. We got our 4-coder crash out of the way, so we're good. I have no idea why it crashes. It's gotta be, if Casey has no crashing, then it has to be like something I'm doing. If he uses it like every day and he's not getting any crashing, then it has to be in my customization code that's causing the crashes. Hey Emil, how are you? I've actually looked at some of the traces, or the back traces, from when 4-coder crashes, and it's not necessarily like in one of my functions or something like that. But I think it's got to be in the back end somehow. I'm not sure what's going on. It's good to hear that you're doing well. All right, so I believe triangle. Hello, triangle. So what we need LGL, right? L GL, right? Right. Undefined reference to X set, right? Okay, so let's do LX11. Right. LX11-XCB. Yeah, LX11 LXCB. Yep. Okay. And we compiled. Let's do a CD coding. Humbuggery. CD. Or let's do build. Hello, triangle test bin. Okay. So we got our blue screen. That's awesome. And let's do some animation. And let's actually put a triangle in there. Because right now our hello triangle actually does not have a triangle. So let's do GL begin. GL, what is it? Triangle strip, right? I think. GL, just do GL color. F, or 3F, right? 4F. You know, 1, 1, 1. 1 GL vertex 3 4F 4, 3, 3F, right? Yeah. And then do I guess -1 or -0.5, or not 0.5, negative not 0.5. I'll put it in the lower corner. 0. And then we'll swing over to the other side. And then we will actually, I think what we want is like GL polygon loop, right? Gosh, damn it. GL polygon draw a single convex polygons, vertex 1 through n, define this loop. So it's just GL polygon. Right, okay. And this next one, we're going to put up +5, and we'll stick it at 0, 0. Okay, GL end. Okay. And that's that. Do we have triangle? We have triangle. Woo! Okay, let's do a okay, so let's do a thing where we do like GL rotate. F man GL rotate. Man GL rotate F. Okay, how do I get man pages for OpenGL? That's what I want to know. App file search GL rotate. Very helpful. GL begin. OpenGL4 man doc. Okay. I guess that's what we want. Oh, the thing is that you can't do GL begin with OpenGL4. Right. Okay, so that's going to be crap. Okay. So Okay, baby steps. Let's do one thing at a time. So we'll stick with OpenGL 2.1. And then let's get an input loop going. And then let's try to switch to a modern version of OpenGL. So, but anyway, so apparently there's no offline documentation for that. Oh, there's got to be offline OpenGL 2.1 documentation. I don't want that. Downloading man pages source. GLX, GLU. I'm not sure that's exactly what I want. GL begin. GL 2.1. Ref pages, OpenGL ref pages. Okay, so that kind of looks like right. That's right. Where are we? What's going on in this page? It's like totally not working. New tab. Take us here. Okay. Okay, so what? We've got GL 2.1, 2. Oh, this looks really good. How does this... So these are like XML files. Okay. I know that docs.gl is pretty good. Well, actually, I don't know. I've heard that. I don't know if... I've never used it myself. But I kind of like to have an offline copy of the appropriate documentation. And I want to see if docs.gl will let you do that. Let's do GL begin. GL2, GL3, okay. Well, okay, so it's like on GitHub, right? So if I do here. Okay, so I'm going to grab both of these repositories. And I'm going to grab both these repositories and we'll try those off as offline documentation. So does this require some sort of build process to get it working? Public domain web scaffolding for the OpenGL documentation. The actual documentation website provided in frames, poorly formatted, difficult to navigate. Docs.gl aims to improve the form factor. Is a public wiki backed by GitHub. If you blah blah blah. How to build it? Python compile.py. If you're building a final release. Okay, if you're running Windows, okay, file structure, blah blah blah. Okay, so let's try that. So let's do a clone download. Grab this guy here. Let's go here. Let's go down one level. Actually, let's do an RxVT here because we don't have enough terminals to really call ourselves serious programmers at this point. So we need more terminals. And then we go here. We go git clone. Grab that source. And while we're at it, just because, maybe if, docs.gl fails us in some way, we can go back to this documentation. So anyway, so that's that. And then we'll do git clone here. Grab that guy. And we'll go to docs.gl, okay. And so what we need to do here is build this stuff. So I'm actually interested in the format of these files here. I wonder if it's possible to maybe build. So I'm not that keen on HTML files formats here. Being able to open stuff up directly in 4Coder is kind of nice. But let's see if what this looks like here. So, it looks like maybe eventually we could probably parse this and produce our own outputs. It looks kind of nice. We would have to use XML though. But, they've already done the work of putting it into that format, so I don't mind parsing XML if it's worth all that. But you know, that's kind of like an aside thing. So let's go ahead and just build the HTML format for now. What do we got? What was the thing? Python compile. If you're building a final release, which does the HTML minification and Unicode processing as well. I'm not sure if that's something we want to do or not, but it is good to know that if we do this, it will not be as optimized as it could be. So let's do that here, and I guess we go to here, we just run that. It's building all the things. All right. And where did it stick the output? What's new? htdocs, right? I'm assuming that's the new stuff here. That's the JL htdocs. Oh, it made a zip file. Interesting. So does that mean that there's just a zip file somewhere that I could have downloaded instead of doing this? That might have been a little bit better workflow than building it myself, but that's fine. It didn't take that long to install. So, okay, so index.html here. So let's try a Chromium browser here. Or well, let's just do here. File, coding, docs.gl, htdocs, index.html. Nice! Alright, and I'm assuming that works entirely offline. So if I do like GL begin here, okay, we've got that guy, and it takes us here. That's awesome. Okay, so now we have our own offline copy of docs.gl, which is awesome. And just for redundancy, let's see here if I went to OpenGL ref pages here, and let's just run make, just to see what that does. It's a lot less clean. Okay, let's do make J10, because life is short, and we cannot sit here and wait for this. Or maybe I'll just let that sit, and we'll check back on it later at some future date. We will explore and see how far that came. So definitely not as efficient as the docs.gl build for sure. All right, so what do we got here? We got GL begin here, GL2, okay. Yeah, this is pretty good. Thanks, Jim, for reminding me about this, because I think this is a good, this will be good. So, all right, so we got GL polygon, that's good. We already did that. So what we were actually looking for GL rotate, I think. So let's do GL rotate. Here. Let's go. Activate. Go. Ooh, that's not working. So what's wrong with that? Let's inspect the source code. Console errors 5. File not found. jQuery bonsai. Ooh. Alright, does that mean that search is broken? Man, things were looking so good for a second. I mean, I could just go back to here and do search, right? And that's fine. Just curious as to like what I am missing to make this work. I don't know. We will. Well, can you give me the jQuery bonsai? Alright, so is it possible that maybe something is just in the wrong directory? Well, apparently Chrono's stuff failed, so I'm not sure. That probably means I like have to like apt-get install something, or I don't know. So we'll leave that as a fail for now. So let's go back to docs.gl. Okay. And what do we got here? We got, let's do a find grep I bonsai. Okay, so there definitely exists a thing here. Is this like a, I didn't do all of the git submodules thing? Yeah, okay. I don't know. Let's see. Git list submodules. Git the submodules in a subdirectory here. Oh my gosh. This is so... Okay. Yep, jQuery bonsai. Okay, so let's do jQuery, or let's do get submodules. Wait a minute. Does this here actually document the fact that we need to do the submodule stuff? No, it doesn't. It never. Is that just something that people assume that you know now? Is like when you git clone something, you need to like do all the submodules. I don't know. Git clone submodules. You have to do git clone recursive. Okay, so that. Right. Okay, now let's do our Python compile.py. Okay, so there we go. Okay, now I wonder if we have all of the bonsai necessary to make this search work. Inspect element. Only one thing. The favicon. Okay, nice. Okay, so let's do GL begin right there. Awesome. We are definitely in a good position to be in business. That's what I was looking for. Okay. GL rotate. There we go. Our search is working. Everything's offline. We're good. Okay. So angle XYZ. Good deal. So in order to rotate here, let's do 45.0 F 001. And let's go ahead and run that guy. And we are rotated, guys. Look at that. I think that's 45 degrees. Awesome. Okay, and so let's do a thing. Let's just animate it so we can sort of get an idea of what a frame rate's looking like. So let's do static R equal, or static float R equals 45.0 F. There we go. That guy, and then R. Let's do like R, or whoa. I'm all over the place. R equals R plus. Let's do like 1 point. Let's do 0.9 F. Right? There we go. And so when we do our thing now, okay, so it's not animated, right? Which is kind of expected that because it's, we don't really have a good loop in there. But it does look like it is at least redrawing when it gets those expose events. So I guess maybe if I partially obscure it or something. Yeah, okay. So if I partially obscure it, it's going to grab that expose event and it's going to rotate. I don't know why it is rotating so much. That seems strange to me. It's like I've got some sort of... It's like it's in pi. Like maybe I need to be in radians, which I thought this was in degrees, but I mean, I don't know. So, right, we don't have hot loading. Yeah, so that's not running. Why isn't that running? Am I not compiled? I don't know what's going on. There we go. I don't know what happened. Yeah, so that kind of makes me think that we are in radians. Angle in degrees. It's way more than 45 degrees, dude. I don't know. That doesn't seem right to me. But I'm not gonna get rattled on to this issue right now. Right? I'm not like high or something, right? That doesn't look right. Is that correct? Like I imagine like, 45 would start here, and then like, oh, we're getting up to like, 70 something, so it should get like partially way through the turn. So let's just try radians just for, experimentation here. So like, oh, vertex colors. Man, Jim, you are such a good thinker. You think all the good things. All right, so vertex colors. Let's make this one black. This one black. The top of the triangle is going to be black. All right. Yep, so there we are. 45. Yeah, I was kind of expecting it to be around that side. So let's do... Oh, come on. Yeah, that's still, that doesn't look very good. So let's do 0.1, and we'll go ahead and, well, let's start at 0, and let's do add oh gosh, what is 3.14? I don't want to do math. I have computers that do math for me. So 3.14 divided by 2. All right. So that should be what? That should be a quarter of a rotation, right? If it was in radians. So we're at 0 now. Okay. So that's much less than a quarter. Whoa, wait a minute. I don't know, maybe like I'm like the kind of person who's like super bad at like judging distance. Maybe I'm like super bad at judging rotation as well. No, there's no way. Like 30 degrees would be like here. Right? But it's definitely not radians, right? Because it's moving too not enough if it was radians. So I don't know what the crap is going on with this. So I don't know. I'm at a loss, honestly. I'm not a graphics programmer, so I'm just going to leave it like that and see. I'm just going to move on to like the thing I wanted to deal with. Maybe like one of you guys has like an idea of like what the deal is with that. Oh no, that is a quarter turn. That is a quarter turn, right? That's roughly a quarter turn. So it's pointing up, it's pointing that way, it's pointing down, it's pointing that way, it's pointing that way. I mean, it's a little. Maybe we have just like a rounding error type of thing. 3.1415. You know, what are all the things? I don't. Maybe just a couple more digits of pi will make it seem like it's more of a quarter turn. Wait a minute. No, it's like it's rotating more every turn. I have a problem with my math or something. Oh, guys. Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh my gosh. Load identity. GLOad identity. Right? That's what's going on. That is, yeah. Okay, so let's do a, let's go back to, let's do this and just do r plus 45. Okay, so the documentation was correct all along, and I'm just an idiot, which is, you know, we already knew that, so. 45. That looks like 45-degree turns to me. So I think we're all good. Yeah, okay. So that was a serious waste of time, which is great. That's why we come to the stream. If you were worried about being efficient with your learning of things, you would not come to the stream. Alright. You would wait for an expert who actually knew what they were doing. All right, GLOad identity. So we've got that in the thing now. That's good. We knew we needed that. We just forgot. Well, okay. So you know what? You do know like what it was though, right? Because we are basically rotating. We were just basically adding incrementally higher rotation matrices. Yeah. I mean, instead of like starting from scratch. Okay. Okay, so that's what we got. Man, I feel really dumb. Okay, so let's do some input handling. Okay. So how does any of this stuff work? XCB wait for events. Do we have a man page for that? Can we do man that? No. Interesting. Apt file find or apt file search, right? Right, because there's no documentation. Because that would be so easy. libxcb doc. That looks promising. Okay. Grabbing ourselves some docs. Okay, so what? What all did that get us? It got us a bunch of things. Okay, so why couldn't... Interesting. Okay, is there an index man page here? Well, there's definitely a lot of stuff here. So there, it looks to be like there's HTML documentation as well. Wherever that is. Am I missing the index? There we go. Tutorial manual index. Interesting. So let's do here, file, here. We're going to do that. XCB documentation, awesome. Modules. Okay, so this is yet another thing that we cannot use, like our man page. So it looks like man pages are basically getting a losing battle for documentation. So we can maybe look at that some other time. But so what? We were looking for wait for events here. Is that not a thing? Is that something that's defined here? I just don't. There's a function here. Wait for event. Why isn't that in your documentation? Google events XCB tutorial. It's in the tutorial. I mean, obviously I could probably like figure it out with this thing. It's just I'm sort of at a loss as to like why this doesn't work. Why the are these are types, and that's why data structures. Yes, okay. That's why I couldn't find it. Okay. So I can't search for files or for functions. Interesting. Data structures, more data structures, okay. Come on. There must be some functions that you have documented. Enumerations, okay. These kind of look like function calls. Are these function calls? Yes, they are function calls. Okay. Wait for... No, that's not defined here. Input API. Core API. There we go. Oh, that is so frustrating. Note to self: a global function list is important in your documentation. Okay. Wow, there's a lot of options here. It returns the next event or error from the server. Okay, interesting. So what does this look like? Response type, padding, sequence, pad, full sequence. Interesting. Key press running equals 0. Okay, so let's not do that. Let's just do another draw every time we get a key press. Okay. So we've got that going, and man, I did not want to do that. RxVT. Okay. So now we're handling keyboard events. Awesome. Okay, so now before I dive too deep into like actually doing something intelligent about the keyboard events, I kind of want to do the whole reason I'm switching to XCB, or I'm thinking about switching to XCB anyway, is that I want to be able to basically use a switch to a system where I'm pulling on the file descriptor. Yeah. Okay. Returns the next. So what's the difference between pull event and queued event? Interesting. So I think what we want is this one. So is there a way to get the file descriptor from XCB connection? Int FD. I'm assuming that's the thing that we want. So let's change up this loop. Let's do a auto equal FD. Oh, well, okay. Let's do. Actually, that'll work. That'll work. That's fine. Auto equal FD equals equal create. Right. Let's do equal close the exec. Right. I don't know. Whatever it is. Okay. And I think we need to do like pound include sys epoll.h to make that work. Holy fuck, did that work? I got that right the first time. There's no way. That was, oh my, that was, been doing this too long. All right. Okay, so epoll create there, and then we'll need to do a, this is where I kind of set myself up too good, because this is where I'm going to mess it up. R1 epoll CTL there, epoll epoll FD epoll CTL add, right? And then event here, right? Assert R1 not equal to -1. Let's go ahead and wrap that in a scope. Epoll event equals data .fd equals connection fd data equals dot, yeah, we'll just set that to null right now. So incomplete type. All right. Are you telling me that that's an opaque type? I see your opaque type and raise you an include. Yeah, okay. XCB int. That seems like a strange name for a thing. Okay, what the hell? Okay. Find XCB int. .h. Please tell me it's not in a source package. What? Can you not? This has to exist somewhere, dude. Right? Hmm. Okay. GitHub. XCB. Well, okay. Let's go to cd junk apt source XCB lib XCB dev. All right, our apt search lib XCB. Satch. cd lib xcp. There we go. All right. Grep-r lib xcb, or what is this called? Xcb connection. XCP connection T. Okay, so it is here. So that is interesting. So that source, that header is only a part of the source files, I'm assuming. LSSAL user include XCP yeah. All right. So we are going to integrate XCV into our program. I think that's the thing that we're going to want to do. But we can go ahead and there has to be some way to get the file no. Right, FD. Get file descriptor. All right. We should just be able to do this, right? Returns the file descriptor. What does it take? The XCV connection pointer. Okay. I'm not a big fan of opaque types, just to be honest. Just to, you know. Yeah, let's get rid of this guy. Cannot do that right now. All right, man, epoll, CTL. What do we got here? Events, data. Okay. Oh, right. Okay. So, right. I messed it up. So op, file descriptor, event, pointer. Okay. Here is where we do the thing. Right. And then here we need to do like dot events, right? Dot events equals to epoll in, right? That's what we want. Or I think that yeah, I think we also want to do epoll read hub. Not because like, well, not because we're actually going to be able to do anything intelligent about that. I don't know. We'll see. All right, so there we go. So we're pulling on the. Actually, I have no idea like what events we need to listen to. I'm assuming that. Yeah, okay. So we do want to do in and read hup and all that. I think maybe we want to actually do edge triggering. I don't know. We'll see if that works, and then we will maybe consult some documentation as to what we actually need to do to make that work. Okay, so so we got epoll set up, so we're doing that, and then let's do auto epoll ret or wait ret equals epoll wait epoll fd. What do we need? We need like epoll event here. Let's just do that, and we'll do one and event. Okay, and we will do this while running. Okay, that's fine. It goes in here. If actually, we just want to do like assert wait ret equals 1 here, or we'll do if wait ret equals -1 assert erno equals e enter for interrupted system call, and we'll do continue here. Okay, because when we get an interrupted system call, there's literally nothing you can do except try again. Okay, so so that's that. We got that. And so this will change to like an epoll poll event, right? Yeah. Or no, XCB poll. Right. Poll for event. Returns the event or error from the server if one is available. Returns null otherwise if no event. Blah blah blah. Okay, so this needs to turn into a while loop. So we'll do while here is that, and so what's an error? Error is like null, right? 0 and what? Okay. What's wait for event? Okay, wait for event. Returns the next event or error from the server. Okay, we should never get an IO error, I think, with the way that we're doing it this way. Yeah, so I think that's right. Okay, so then in here we are going to do our things here. Okay, right? Oh, and we have to free the event. God damn it. All right, maybe we're not going to use XCB. All right, let's just get this working for us for now. Enter. Oh, right. Okay. Pound include error pound include assert. Four arguments, but three were provided. Equal weight event. Okay. Man, equal weight. Man, equal weight. Max events, one. Struct. Equal FD. Timeout. Okay, got that completely wrong. -1 for infinity, right? Specifying a timeout of -1 blocks indefinitely. Okay, that's what we want. Because we're going to shove everything that our program cares about into this epoll, and we're going to switch on what the events are. So, okay, so that's that. We compiled, we ran, do we crash? Let's find out. Back. Okay. Back again. Interesting. Nothing. Is our... Oh. Okay. Well, our loop functions the way that we expected it to. Looks like we have some sort of initialization problem where it's not drawing the first time, or it's not getting the first expose event. But our epoll is definitely working properly. Let's see what our frame rate looks like. Yeah, our CPU usage. And our CPU usage looks really good. Okay. I kind of want to sort of like print out like a period here every time we wake up. Just so I know that we're not getting bogus updates here. Ooh, interesting. Oh, crap. We're still doing... God damn it. Poll for event, right? That's what we want. read the documentation so many times, but I didn't actually like implement it. Okay, so now it looks like it is, epoll is properly waking us up, and I wonder if maybe there's some sort of trickery to like to establish the fact that we are wanting events or something, because first off, we're not getting mouse events. And I wonder why that is. We are getting keyboard events, but we are are we getting expose events? Yes, we're getting expose events. Interesting. Okay, so what is there like some sort of thing about register for special, listen for special events on register? Okay, I want to see an example of what it takes to get mouse events, right? So maybe that's in this tutorial thing that I didn't look at. So that is here, right? Tutorial index. Maybe it's because of this OpenGL example that I have. Because I didn't really dive into this code here. Event mask. Ah, okay. That is probably what we want. E key mouse. What is this? Mouse. That doesn't look right. XCB event. Oh, functions here. Oh, it just takes me to functions on this page. Macros. No, okay. Oh, where is my event mask macros? I'm assuming that would be like in here, right? Maybe or input. we're here. What do we have? Mouse pointer motion. Pointer motion. Okay, so that's definitely picking up some events now. That's good. Motion, guessing. No, that was too much to hope for. Key press. Are you serious? Generic event. Response type. Type of the response. Thank you. It's very useful. Okay. Expose, visibility, create, notify. Map request, reparent, reconfigure, resize, property selections, color map, mapping, request. Configure window. Come on. Use grab pointer. Query pointer. Motion events. Motion events. Actually, is that what we want? Oh my gosh, this head, we're like so into this header file. Um, what are we doing here? Can't. This is dumb. Should just be able to like. I don't know. I'm just gonna stop complaining. Actually, no, that's a lie. I'm never gonna stop complaining. Okay, let's look at this from a different way. Let's do like event T, right? Button press event T. Client message, notify request, notify, damage, destroy, enter, focus in, GE event. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe that's what we want. Input barrier, input button press event, input device change event, focus, key press. I think, did we wrap? No, I don't think we did. Input enter event. Motion notify event. XCB motion notify. That's a mouse. That's a mouse. Right. Okay, but we're not rotating. It's because we're not hot loading, Dave. Oh my gosh. Stop hitting Control C an extra time. That is not productive. Okay, so we're getting. Oh, there's lag there. That's super bad. Okay, I think that's because we are drawing on every event, right? Yeah. So it's kind of to be expected, right? So we should yeah, so that's what we want to do here is just say at the end of all of the events we are going to swap, right? And then we rerun. Yeah, much less latency there. Okay. And, you know, we're still doing a lot more than we would like to do there, but okay, so now we are handling events with where we have full control over the file descriptor, which is nice, which is like the main reason why I wanted to switch over to this method. We still I don't like that we have to like free the event stuff here, so like you know, it's sort of doing allocations, and I wonder if we could sort of like just copy out the little bit of XCB that we're using and be able to like do our own event stuff with it. So like or sorry, do our own our do it in a way that we don't have to like do a whole bunch of allocations stuff, like allocating to static buffers and stuff like that. So or just using our own allocators. So let's do a thing here where let's just look at see what XCB poll event does. Before we do that, let's take a peek in at the license for XCB, since we're going to be working with the software. We need to figure out what it is governed under. I'm pretty sure it is governed under the MIT license. So if we go to here, we go to junk, we go to libxcb, there we go. Let's copy, right? This copyright notice and permission notice shall be included in all copies of or substantial portions of the software. Okay. So like if we're copying this verbatim, we'll need to incorporate the copyright notice. I don't think that we'll actually be doing that, probably. We will probably just be copying the I don't know. We'll just include their copyright anyway, just because I am grateful for them, for the work that they have done on XCB to make it usable. So let's go ahead and look at this function just to see what it's doing here. So if we do grep this R here, poll for next event. Okay, what does that look like? Okay, okay, so it's doing some sort of mutex lock. Okay, is that to make this thread safe? So that's another thing that we could probably get rid of. So there's a lot of optimizations that we could make here, I think. And I'm not, I know this is like saying like this is definitely like, pre-optimization here, but you could sort of think about it as a we're not necessarily optimizing it for speed. We're just sort of like optimizing it for like including less stuff that we don't need, right? And I think that's a good thing to do moving forward. Though, maybe we should really save this for another day because, yeah, I'm doing that thing I do where sort of like get super focused in on it, on stuff. You know, we're just gonna live with this free for now because it works and it's not really one of our major problems. So, I kind of want to just like leave this as like, or just sort of like end this path of things by saying that this is something that I don't really like that the API does. I wish that we had a little bit more control over the allocation of things. But this API is very stable. I mean, the copyright 2006. So, or 2004 in this case, this file. So, you know, maybe you shouldn't be so hesitant to try to like reinvent the wheel here. And I mean, I really want to, and I think I will at some point in the near future. But the thing is that, you know, this project is all about like getting something out very quickly. And even though I recognize this as like possibly a thing that we would want to reduce in the future in order just to make things like a little bit more, you know, pure in the sense of, you know, we're not, you know, incorporating like thousands of lines and doing a whole bunch of stuff we don't need to do and stuff like that. But in the same sense, this isn't a real problem for us right now, right? And we're already ahead, I think, compared to like other projects. So I think we should just focus on getting the small win right now. And then later we can look at maybe diving into this a little bit deeper. Okay, so anyway, there we go. We've got our event loop. And we were doing GLX swap buffers. Okay, good. Okay. Let's do a I guess the next big thing that we need to do is sort of I guess the next big thing we need to do is sort of convert all of the input events over to what ImGUI needs, I guess. Maybe that's a mistake. Maybe we should stop spending time on ImGUI and just start doing it ourselves. I don't know. We'll see. It probably wouldn't be that difficult to do the SDL stuff. Where is that code? That's an ImGUI. Examples, SDL, OpenGL2 example. Here, right? So this is all this stuff that we would need to implement using our XCV stuff instead of SDL. And that doesn't look too bad, right? I mean, yeah, I think being able to run our existing code alongside our new code would be fine. So let's go ahead and support ImGUI for the short term here. And then, so at least we're everywhere, we're exactly where we were before, except for the fact we're no longer using SDL. And, you know, granted, I want to make further changes than that, but baby steps, right? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take a short break here. I've been streaming for almost 2 hours. So I'll be back here in a few minutes, and let's go ahead and see if we can get an ImGUI loop running. So be back here in a few minutes. Okay, so we have just under an hour before Handmade Hero is supposed to start. Um, let's see what I can get done in that amount of time. Okay, so let's see here. So first off, we need to set up the ImGUI state, right? Come on, is there a create device objects? Maybe? No. What do you do? Init, right. Here we go. It actually doesn't do that much state setup initially. Like, I mean, you know, for the OpenGL context. Interesting. Okay, so let's do a. Actually, hold on. Is there an XCB ImGUI implementation already out there? Like, dear ImGUI. Before I get crazy into this, let's see if there already exists. Oh wow, they got some nice new examples on here. References, frequently asked questions. Okay, well, I think there's like a part at the end where it's like other projects. Or, I don't know. Just do a search for XCB. Or ImGUI XCB. No, doesn't look like it. But that's fine. Should be pretty easy to translate this over. So, so what do we do to make this work? We got, got all this stuff here. Let's look at our build here. Okay, so it takes in libimgui.o. And I'm assuming we're building that. It's like a build optimization there. And that is not where we're building it. This is where we're building it. Okay, so we need to have a new thing here that's going to be a. Let's go ahead and move this to top because it is a dependency for like everything. Well, actually, it's not a dependency for everything. It's just a dependency for this. All right, so we've got that guy here, and really, I guess we don't need SDL configs anymore, right? And we don't need this guy because, like, we could just do this here and incorporate it into well, okay, let's not change too many things at the same time. So this is getting replaced by our own file here. So let's do humbug xcb. Coding humbuggery. Humbug xcb .cpp. All right, so we've got that there now, and let's go ahead and compile these now, and so here's our reloadable stuff here, but okay, so we need to go to build reloadable here in SDL or mgui. Is that a thing we have? Yeah, okay, so I think we no longer want this, right? We want, I mean, that code path wasn't active anyway. I don't want to touch that now, but mgui right here and SDL. Okay, so let's get rid of SDL and mgui here, and that should cause a bunch of compile errors, right? Okay, right. We do actually need to create that file. Humbug xcb, .cpp. There we go. And copy your stuff from Hello Triangle for now. Well, actually, let's not do that. So we need to make a change because it's not going to compile. Until I change the file. Yeah, right. So we need to get rid of this guy. And SDL.h, we need to get rid of this guy and this guy. SDL event. Handle SDL event. Where is that even being called? Handle SDL event. Okay, right. So let's change that to handle XCB event. You know what? Why don't we just... Why are we even building that in a different file? I don't know. Let's see. I don't expect that stuff to take very long to compile. I don't know. Let's see here. So handle SDL event is now handle. Let's just say handle XCB event. Right, and what does that even look like? That's XCB generic event T. Okay, and I think that's sort of like a... I don't think we even want to do that. I don't think we need that anymore. So let's go ahead and get rid of that. And SDL event, get rid of that. And let's comment this out for now. All right, let's do if 0. Okay. And now we sort of want to do this stuff here, right? Let's do like my XCB shutdown. internal XCP shutdown. Get rid of all the stuff here. And we'll do what's in it common. Oh my gosh. There's so much stuff to change. Okay. Okay. Let's go back. Let's do this a different had to kill a bug there. Let's go back and sort of like, I mean, this is actually all good stuff here. And then build reloadable. Okay. So we're back in business there. Let's get IMGUI working. Let's get the IMGUI demo working in our Hello Triangle test first. And because and then let's try to like integrate it into HUMBUG. I think that might be a better way to proceed. Because there's like a lot of SDL stuff going on in there, and I kind of want to like, I'll have to remove that, and so I kind of wanted to just go ahead and IMGUIfy this, but I can't. I got to do some other stuff before I can do that. So, let's do. So let's just do our stuff here. Let's figure out what do we need from here. We need the IMGUI header, and I believe we also need the like demo code, right? Wherever that is here. And got that guy there. IMGUI.h not found. Right, okay. Undefined reference to all that stuff. Okay, so I think that means we need to do this, right? Yeah, okay. And now we take forever to compile. So, but that's okay. We will we will address that here in a minute. Yeah, we literally take 4 seconds to compile now. All right. That's just because ImGUI has a lot of stuff in it. Okay, so let's go ahead and move this draw procedure down here. Main loop. Let's go ahead and get rid of a lot of these functions here. Let's go ahead and just inline things just so we have a better idea of what's going on, and also sort of make this a little bit more terse. So auto display there, assert display. There we go. Get rid of all these lines. To default screen. Right. Okay. Okay. And what? We want to assert the connection. Just getting rid of lines of code because it'll make it easier for us to focus on the actual important things. Exit event queue or find CP screen. What is going on in that loop? You can use a comma? I didn't know you could do that in a for loop. Huh. Interesting. Let's do declare anywhere. Declare anywhere all the things. Still building, right? Yep, okay. Good deal. Okay. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and inline setup and run. Just grab all this stuff. Throw it into this thing here. And we work. Okay. And what's going on here? That stuff. Okay, visual ID, what is that? It's being used here. And I'm just going to assert not this entire expression. Get rid of all that. Maybe this is why my code is so much shorter than other people's, is because everybody's just so much more verbose. Drives me nuts, personally. I mean, I wouldn't say that, being verbose is bad or anything. It's just that it's something that I don't like personally. Assert context. Useless comments. Lots going on. Okay. Create window. I think that event mask is only used here, so we might as well just say use our initializer list here, and if we do this, then do we still compile? Yes, we still compile. Let's get okay, so we still need that. Okay, where is window being used? Okay, all that looks important. We'll keep it. Value mask here. I see. Okay. That's okay. It's right there. Just to compile. Just check to make sure we still compile. Geometry. Value visual ID. Okay. Value list. XCB map window. Drawable. Okay, so this is concerning to me. Why is this. I think this is a bug. I think this is supposed to be a GLX window. Ooh. I wonder if my docs.gl stuff will work for this. GLX. No. No GLX. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Okay, whatever. GLX create window. Return. Is there such thing as a GLX error? Get error. How is error handling done in GLX? Oh my gosh. I'm just going to assume that this is like a pointer or something. Drawable. Why are we calling this drawable now? And wait, destroy window, all the things. Okay, so are we running now? I don't understand, like, what is going on here? Is this like some sort of casting issue here? Probably. I mean, it worked without casting. Can I just do this? And are we happy now? Yeah, we're happy. Okay. Main loop. Right here. Okay, it's running +1. Okay. All that stuff. This guy. Okay, are we happy? Correct value. GLX window is this guy, and drawable. We don't even care about all that. Okay, so there. So let's just make sure we're still running. Do we still have spastic rotating triangle? There it is. There is our rotating triangle. Man, that was hiding from me. Yeah. Okay, so we should, you know, anticipate that as being a future issue and go ahead and do a draw initially. Okay. And now we're good. Yeah, we're so good. Okay, now we have gone from like 1,000 lines of code to like 50 or something, 158. I'm just curious to see how big that actually was. Oh, okay, I think I'm going back too far. I have no idea where this is in the grand scheme of things. Oh, well. I mean, we didn't really reduce. Yeah, it's nowhere near 1,000 lines of code. I'm no idea what I'm talking about, but there it is. We eliminated 50 lines of code. It seems like a lot more than that, but whatever. Doesn't matter. Okay, so there we are. It's much easier to see all of the things required to make everything work if it's all in line here. All right, so what do we got? So we want to render in ImGUI state, stuff in ImGUI now. So the goal would be to have the ImGUI demo running. So let's go ahead and do that. I wonder if Handmade Hero started. No, Handmade Hero has not started. Yes, Handmade Hero has. No, it has not started. Okay, so let's go to. That's not what we want. PMGUI. There you go. Ah, okay, okay. This is some of the stuff that I was thinking that we were needing earlier. So to set all of that up, I need like an attributes thing, right? So create context. Create new context here. This takes a no, it does not take. Where do we set our GLX attributes? Yeah, I remember this. He was saying create simple window. Okay, don't care. This is our attributes. GLS choose FB config. Visual attributes there. Okay, so okay. We're never going through the yeah. So instead of doing that, we need to do this. What are we passing on as create new context? Okay. I'm not sure we actually want to do all of this, do we? Render type, GLX window bit. I don't know. All right, I'm sort of thinking I want to break. Handmade Hero is going to start anytime soon, anytime now. And oh yeah, he is live. Okay, so goodbye. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all maybe later. I'm not sure. So, all right, thanks for watching. Goodbye.